Hello YouTube, West Texas Prepper, bringing you a review on the ETON FRX1. This is a hand turbine AM/FM weather radio. You can see it's a rather small, compact size. We'll get the tape measure out here in just a minute. American Red Cross recommends these, but some of the features: no weather radio. It does have a hand turbine, has a LED flashlight. This is my cool thing, the glow-in-the-dark locator, so you can always find this in the dark. And then it does have headphone output, which I think is a very good feature on some type of emergency radio that you're going to have. Is headphone jack, I think, is really a must, and we'll go into that a little bit later on in the video. But this is the box. Comes well boxed. Gives you the information. You can see the crank on the back. Just a little bit of overview. The dial. There's the glow-in-the-dark indicator, and then the back of it. So let's get this thing out of the box, and we'll show it to you. All right, YouTube, got it out of the box. Let me show you what it comes with. It comes with their guarantee, warranty, registration information. You can also register this online for any type of warranty work on it. Of course, my philosophy is on that warranty is probably going to run out when you are having an emergency situation and you're not going to be able to get with them anyway. So I will let you make that decision on whether or not you're going to register your product with the company. It does come with an instruction manual, and since I'm a guy, we won't look at that. It does come with a USB cord, because we all know we need more USB cords in our life. But that's the cool thing about this radio. You can actually plug this into your computer and charge it up, or if you have a wall jack that has a USB on it, you can also charge it up that way to give it its first initial charge. Looking overall at the radio, and I apologize for the lighting out here. I'm in my garage and it's not the best in the world, but you have your on-off volume switch here on the front, and we'll just go over the controls. It has just one dial to dial your stuff in, and we'll look at that, and we'll look at the volume here. On this outside dial is the control for your weather radio. You can see that there. You can select AM. This red dial, you can see there are three dials. The gray dial is your tuning dial. The red dial is going to get you your, let's see, AM, FM, and then your different weather radio stations depending on what part of the country you're in. So that's basically it on the controls. It's pretty simple thing there on the controls. Up at the top, it does have a light. You can see the glow-in-the-dark indicator strip here. Let's see. I can get out my flashlight here, and we'll see what. Sorry about the focus there. Probably just a little too bright. There we go. We'll see what happens here. We'll take it inside here in just a minute and see. We'll let this sort of charge up a little bit and see what happens there. It looks like it has a 3 LED flashlight on it. There's the flashlight button, and I haven't charged this or cranked it. This is just straight out of the box, so looks a little dim. It's not as bright as the clip array, and I'll link that video down in there. But you know, for an emergency light, I believe that's plenty of light. We'll go someplace dark and look at it here. So there's your indicator, glow in the dark, 3 LED flashlight, indicator. Like I said, I haven't read the instructions, but a lot of times if you press this more than once, it'll do some flashing. This one doesn't do that. Antenna, telescoping antenna, and then you've got the hand crank here on the back. These do contain, oh, here we go, down on the bottom, you can see where you can plug in your USB port, and then you also have the headphone jack. The reason why I like the headphone jack on this is that in an emergency situation, it could be a situation where you need to maintain some silence, some stealth, and having a headphone jack with some headphones for this, very important. You can listen to whatever's going on, whatever kind of emergency is going on, and somebody's not going to hear you listening to your radio, because there could be some people out there that don't have this type of communication. or some way to see what's going on in the outside world in some type of emergency SHTF, WROL situation, and they might want your stuff. So that's a good thing to know. It has the headphone jack. And you know what I'm probably going to wind up doing with this is just going to Radio Shack or someplace and buying a single headphone, not even worrying about getting two, just getting a single earbud. That way I can keep it with the radio. But let's see what we'll get it cranked on here. You can hear a little bit of static. We're on AM. So we'll have to watch what we do music-wise here so YouTube doesn't get on to us. But you know, here in the garage, it's picking up FM pretty good. We've got the antenna down. It's got some good volume to it. Almost too loud for me to listen to. Let's flip it down here to AM. And it does have an indicator light here on the tune. One thing I've noticed, it is a sensitive tuner. But good volume. I think, you know, get outside and get the antenna up, you'd be able to pick up AM pretty good. Let's go over the weather channel and see what we get.
Light rain falling. The temperature was 68 degrees. Dew point 65
There's
degrees.
the weather.
And the relative humidity 90%. The wind was south at 9 miles an hour.
But real simple controls. I like it. Overall, it's you can see it's about 2 inches deep, a little over 5 inches going that way, and then width, I've got a tape measure right here, a little over, yeah, so 2 inches wide that way, so it's almost a square. You can see that down on the bottom, it's almost a square. Real compact. This will go in a bag real nice. I'll read through the instructions if I come up with anything, but really impressed. I mean, this is just right out of the box and really haven't had a chance to play with it, so we'll listen to it a little bit more, and if I need to do any updating on this, I'll bring you a part 2. But I appreciate you watching YouTube. Really do like this. I'm impressed with the overall size and quality. Sound is good. I like the features that it has. I think this is a real good purchase. I'll let you know what I paid for this. I actually got a better deal on it than typically because it was in the white. I was trying to go with a little different color, but I think I saved about 10 bucks going with the white. So hey, I'm going to save the 10 bucks and use that for something else. But YouTube, I appreciate you watching. This is West Texas Prepper. Do what you can with what you have, where you're at.